Greetings, Truth Gatherers Dream Center, all our partners, affiliate members, all of you. Happy Wednesday. Got a few things I just want to share with you today to keep everybody abreast of everything that's happening in our congregation and some great things God has in store for us. All right, the first thing I want to talk about is Prophetic Push Sundays. It's here. All right, it's here. The push has happened. All right, our first Sunday communion baptism just exploded with God's glory. People gave their life to Jesus Christ. Thank God. And we received real-time instruction about a one-night revival. And we try to handle that stuff very carefully and respectfully, knowing that it's happening in real time, and even recognizing that some people can't make it back. All right, some people have plans already made and things of that nature. All right, and we respect that. But we gave the word of obedience. Many of you responded. People from the community responded. You invited some of your friends and your family, and we had a wonderful house full of worship and praise on this past Sunday night as those who were saved came back to be baptized. And then additional people who heard about it jumped in the pool, jumped in the water. Or they didn't actually jump in it, but they, got in the structure of everything and were able to be baptized. Amazing. For us, for me, for Pastor Robin, for some of us who have been talking about baptism and our cycle of conversions, what happened made sense to us. What I mean, we believe that we need to have massive baptisms. We need to see conversions on the norm. And we think we do, but we want more. We want to see people come and be converted and be changed and delivered and set free. And the kingdom expanded, all right, and new converts coming in. I even began to pray about deliverance, and I guess my imagination just blew up, and I started imagining a bonfire where people just throwing all their devices that's holding them hostage and drugs and I don't know, just different devices. It comes from Acts. In the book of Acts, as the word of God was going forth from the apostles, many who was caught up in the occult, all type of demonic warfare and witchcraft type books and all kind of philosophies of evil and dark intents. They brought all that stuff and threw it in the fire. All right. And so I thought about a bonfire. I'm not telling you that I'm doing a bonfire. All I'm trying to say, or we are doing a bonfire. All I'm trying to say is what's happening made me think about that. But to see the collaboration, to see your obedience to the word of the Lord is really what counts. And we try to respect your time. Hopefully you felt that on Sunday night, that we was in there about 6 to 8, and it said benediction around 8. And then the glory fell even more. And for those who are newcomers and those who may not be accustomed to it, we have something we call ABC Church, after benediction church, ABC. And this just means after if we feel like the corporate worship experience is about done, we try to do benediction, but that don't mean people need additional time at the altar. That don't mean that the Spirit of God may be still working and serving and pouring out on other people. And so everyone else can be dismissed while God continues with those who either want more or need more. It don't matter. If you stand, come get it, all right? And we've been doing that practice for a while, and I feel a rushing of God's presence that He will bring that move of God back to our church again, ABC, all right? Again, this is not the will of man. We're not forcing this to happen. It's when the presence is there, and we just yield to it. Again, we do benediction. Those who feel like staying can stay. Other people just fellowship and what have you. And then the glory just does what He needs to do, all right? So I hope you felt that respect that we wanted to have. Since you had enough boldness to obey God, we wanted to make sure in administration and practice that you felt that. So hopefully you did, all right? But God got the glory, all right? So prophetic pushes on. I got some things to add to prophetic push that will help push us into a greater dimension, I believe, all right? So here it is. Prophetic push every Sunday this month, all right? I want us to take up a consecration every Sunday. It begins when you get up and it ends at benediction. Simple as that. I believe it will add to the focus, to the current of the Spirit, to the release of angels, and the demonstration of signs and wonders in our services. All right. Of course, we can add additional days. Yeah, I feel a little practical during the holidays. Sometimes we can push if the Lord says, but I feel that God has been nudging me, and I meant to say it last week, but I didn't get it out in time, but I'm getting that out today. Let's take up a fast every Sunday from the time we get up to the benediction, all right? And that will add to us being focused, Holy Spirit doing what he needs to do, and our supplication and invocation towards God, all right? So let's take up a fast every Sunday this month, all right? Beginning of waking up, going to sleep. Till church is over. All right, I said that. Number two, as it relates to prophetic push, let's be on time. Let's make an effort to be at church at 10 o'clock. It's really 10 a.m. It's going to really help out with our parking and hospitality ministry so they can get everybody parked, everybody see it. We're going to have a packed house every Sunday. Yep, every Sunday this month. You like, well, Pastor, we're going to be traveling. Not everybody. And the people who are not traveling, I'm going to travel too when I'm coming back. And the people who will be traveling, God's grace to you. But there are people in town going to be coming and getting the presence of the Lord. There's going to be a river flowing, I'm telling you. And we're going to have a packed house every Sunday to God's glory. And so I want you to be on time, 10 a.m. for morning worship, okay? Every Sunday morning, I'm over in Monticello at our church plant in Monticello, the Victorious Church, doing Sunday school, all right? The team is teaching. I'm usually there, even if I'm not in the class. I'm usually there. And even if I'm not teaching. They're teaching, we're there, and then around 9:05, 9:15, 9:20, if the power falls in Sunday school, 9:25, and it falls, the presence of God really comes in. Then I get in my car and I'll scoot back up on the west side and come to the Dream Center, and then I get myself together and I come into worship, okay? So normally I'm coming in around 10:15. That explains why I'm getting there at 10:15, all right? So I don't know what you're doing. I'm sure it's practical. I'm sure it's family. I'm sure you got your kids. But let's get to church on time, all right? Let's get to church on time. That's what's going on with me so you'll understand why I walk in when I walk in. I'm coming from Monticello. I just want to be accountable, all right? So you don't think when I walk in, 10:05, 10:10, all right, that I'm not obeying the instructions that I'm giving you, all right? I'm trying to make adjustments from Monticello, all right, to coming over to Tallahassee, all right? That's what's happening with me, all right? So I want to be accountable to you so you'll understand I'm not giving you a word and not doing what I need to do myself. All right, so let's be on time. It's going to help out with everything God has to do this month. We've got dynamic men and women of God. Again, Prophetess Diane Lazar from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right, Diane Lazar Ministries, powerful, excellent woman of God. Can preach, can teach, called of God. Prophetic is a prophet of the Lord. A friend of Pastor Robin and I, but we are not getting familiar with her gift. It's not, we don't believe in that. We respect her grace. People respect us as well. That's how we do our covenant friends. We want her to minister. We want her to preach. All right. We got the grace of being friends, but we want the word, y'all. We want the word. We want the Lord to have his way when she comes this Sunday. And then after that, Prophet Leo Bray. All right, third Sunday and fourth Sunday, Prophet Philip Bryant. You don't want to miss Prophetic Push Sundays. All right. All right. The other part for Prophetic Push Sundays is Invite Five. All right. Invite Five. That's it. Invite Five. All right. So consecrate in the morning. It ends at benediction. All right. Be on time at 10 a.m. and invite five. All right. That's Prophetic Push Sundays every Sunday this month. All right. Moving on to other things. There are no Wednesday night services for Truth Gather Dream Center for the month of November. No Wednesday night services. We'll meet you Wednesday night on, well, that ain't all true. It's the end of the month. The end of the month, November 29th, we have Tabletop Bible Study. It's a time for everybody to gather, have an experience. It's our way of doing a group Bible study at tables. It gives everybody a time to share, converse. People can gain different perspectives, all right? And we can empower one another right at the table. So you don't have to know it all. Matter of fact, tabletop Bible study works better when you don't know it all. And you get to hear, you get to listen, you get to share, all right? And so be ready for tabletop Bible study, Thanksgiving style, all right? Do I have to tell you what that means? All right, yeah, that means, yeah, exactly. That's what it means. Exactly, you got it. We'll have some refreshments and whatnots. And so come for tabletop uh, Thanksgiving style on November 29th. That's the fifth Wednesday of this month, all right? Now, if you miss Testimony Time Tuesday, you missed the treat. It blessed my socks off. The kickoff was phenomenal. Wonderful job, Prophetess Cherry Rankin and your team and your leaders, your administrators and all the organization, the organized structure you have for the evangelism team. What a way to kick off this in reach type of evangelism where believers are using their testimony to encourage other believers and stir decisions in unbelievers. All right? Encourage believers and stir decisions in unbelievers. And that so unbelievers can see that this faith is real, all right? And we have a healthy transparency about our lifestyle with God in a way that should encourage you and inspire you to grow in God and to hold on and contend for the faith. And so I was tremendously blessed by brother and sister Otis and Keosha Forston. Y'all just blessed me. I'm telling you, y'all blessed me. The comments blessed me. Everybody who's online, I was blessed. I woke up about 7:15. I had to take a nap. I had to go to a service last night. Pastor Robin woke me up, and when she woke me up, I began to talk. She was like, "Baby, shh, shh, shh." I'm like, "What's up? You just woke me up. I got something to say." She was like, "No, testimony time Tuesday is on." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And I'm like, let me get on myself. Well, she had it on the big screen on the TV, whatnot. And yeah, we had it on the big screen, the YouTube channel on TV, and we were all into Testimony Time Tuesday. It was phenomenal, spectacular, and I can't wait for the rest of this month. Every Tuesday this month, Testimony Time Tuesday. You don't want to miss this time, all right? Check our Facebook page. If you got something to share, that's a testimony of God bringing you through, God holding you tight, God bringing you forward. You got perspective that you can encourage others. We need you to testify. We need you when you can look back over your life and be able to thank God and strengthen others. We need you to testify. Come on. What a wonderful start. It stirred me so much that I woke up this morning and wrote a tribute. Basically, the tribute is to our church, but I wrote an encouragement post to pastors and leaders. I'm going to post it at the bottom of this video inside the flock note. You'll see it there. It was spoken to our pastors and leaders, what God gave me, but it came out of the heart and tribute to Truth Gathers Dream Center. What I heard last night just remind me of who we are, that we have a great group of growing and grown sheep. That's right, a great group of growing and grown sheep. People who are walking and living a real life of faith, and you are able to teach and share and encourage, and that's what brings me joy. That Pastor Robin and I are not in this alone. Oh, what a torment to be leading and to look back and you just taking a walk because nobody's following you. What a torment. But what a blessing to have so many of you who are growing and grown sheep. And so I talk about that in my post and in my little writing to the church and pastors and leaders. And I want you to read it because it's also a tribute to the strength of our church. All right. Of course, it even speaks to some realities of some of you in your faith. You're not a strong Christian yet, but you're growing. All right. Some of you have to get more focused. Some of you have to get more serious. Some of you have to lay aside every weight and every sin. Right? But we love you, and you are still a disciple of God. Whether you're a strong one or a weak one, you're still a disciple. All right? You're still in discipleship. All right? And we want to love you through the process, and we want to see everyone grow in their faith and in their lifestyle with God. All right? It's been awesome. I want you to get ready. Lastly, for this Friday. What's this Friday? On the campus of the Dream Center, we will be having Fall Festival. That's right, Fall Festival, family event, bring everybody. They're even going to have a dunking booth. What? That's right. And they're asking all of you, not me, but all of you, to be candidates to the dunking booth. I'm kind of kidding, but I'm kind of serious. Leaders, come on, we can get in and have fun. And for a worthy cause, they're going to be raising funds to support the funds so all our children can take an end of the school year trip. That's what it's for. All right. Now it's fun, but they got some funding behind it. All right. So it's a fun day. It's free, open to the public, except for some special events. All right. They got a little campaign going on. It's all good. All right. So come out this Friday, 4 o'clock p.m. We try to do a day that everybody can be there. So we chose the observance of the holiday for the Veterans Day. Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. You don't want to miss it, all right? I can't wait for the chili. I hope I can grab some chili, put it on a good old hot dog, beef hot dog that's coming off the grill, put a little mustard, a streak of ketchup, a streak of relish, and a little bit of chili. Oh, y'all know how to eat, y'all. We might have to do not a cooking class, but a how to eat class. But anyway, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's going to be a great day, family fun day, fall festival at the Dream Center this Friday. All right. I can't wait for what God's going to do, and I can't wait to see you there. Have a super Wednesday. God bless you.